Hello, it's me, Jessica Lee, the Secret Psychic, and I am doing something a little different, very different. Just doing like a topic video. I've been wanting to do a little more variety with this channel and work on different, just different things. So, that being said, I want to talk about doppelgangers. What is a doppelganger? Well, best to my knowledge, it's a German word for double. Typically a doppelganger sighting, you'll see like two of the same person in the same area, or like basically they'll be at the same area or space and time at the same place, and it's like impossible. Like if you see I don't know. Well, here, how about I just tell you about the times that I've seen it? Try to give an example, and I have a literal one. I'm funny like that. Okay, so the first time I seen a doppelganger was when I was about 5. My mom and my father were going through a divorce, and just a few days or a week before my mom was moving us into our new home, we went to a family shelter in Detroit, Michigan. So it was like a safe house for like abused families, basically. And it was a bungalow. Bungalow is a house when you have typically you have a basement, a main floor, and then you have upstairs. But the upstairs is just like one big room. There might be a small section for a closet or an attic, but typically you have a staircase, and then it opens into a big room. So we stayed in a house like that. Just a lot of houses in Michigan are like that. And we were in the upstairs, so we were in the big room. And the way the house was set up was the only parts I really remember is the kitchen, and then in the kitchen, like you'll be in the kitchen. I mean, the kitchen here, and then there's a door that leads to the staircase here, and then the living room here. And so you're going up the staircase, and when you get to the top, to the left, once you get to the end, there's a doorway. So you go up the stairs, you get to the landing at the top of the stairs, and there's a doorway to the left, which opens into the great room. And when you go in the room, there's a day bed. That's where I was sleeping, and then that's like across from the doorway. So you walk in the door, you immediately see the day bed, and then to the left is a fuller bed. That's where my mom and my brother slept. So it was our last day there, ironically, thankfully. But I woke up. We had gone to bed, but I woke up and I wanted my mom. It was still dark. Like I said, I'm 5. I wanted my mom. I just woke up wanting my mom, calling out for my mom. And, I called her out, Mom, and she was sleeping. I could see she was sleeping. So I tried to go back to sleep. And a couple minutes later, if even, I heard Jessica. And it was my mom's voice, so I got so happy. I was like, oh, yay, mommy's up. And, I bounced my little head up, and I look, and she's still passed out sleeping. So I was a little confused, but I would try to go back to sleep. And a few minutes later, I hear her say my name again. And, oh, look. I'm like, I don't want to fall for this again. But I look, and she's still sleeping. So at that point, I just kind of chopped it up to she must be talking in her sleep. So I try to go back to sleep again. And a few minutes later, I hear her say my name, and I'm kind of like, at that point, I want to see her mouth move. I want to see her move. Like, she keeps saying my name. And when I look, she's just laying there. So maybe I'm kind of like, maybe I was wondering if she's just messing with me. But anywho, so I decided to stay up and watch her. Wait for her to say my name again. And I heard her say my name again, but her lips didn't move. And so I'm looking, like, I'm quite confused by that. And I hear her say my name again. And that's when I realized it's not coming from that direction. It's coming from the stairway. And I look, and there's my mom standing there. Plain as day, standing up, nightgown and all. Standing there. But she's in the bed, right across from me, like a V shape of Deborah's. So one's unconscious. Obviously, I'm not going to get any information out of this lady. The other one, on the other hand, she is quite awake and livid, and she's like mad almost, and she's telling me that I need to come with her. I need to come with her right away. It's not safe for me there. We have to go. We have to go now. And this lady's like, she's getting me a little freaked out. But I can't help but think of what the Jehovah's Witnesses told us and told me, the religion that my mom believed in. So I was brought up with that. But according to the Jehovah's Witness religion or the teachers that we had, that if there's any kind of spirit like that, any spirit at all, you are supposed to absolutely ignore it, call on Jesus' name. It is an evil demon and it's there to hurt you. So you're not supposed to talk to it. You're not supposed to acknowledge it, anything like that. So I got this woman who looks like my mom hollering at me like, we gotta go. And all I can figure, it must be a spirit because my mom's still in the bed. And so I'm scared and I decided not to say anything. Even though I have plenty of questions there. But I did not say anything. I was very scared. I was scared stiff. I did not move out of that bed. And, okay, so she actually did count to 3. And that was one of the things she did when we were little, when we knew we were about to get in trouble. She counted to 3. We had that last 3 seconds, sometimes 3.5 seconds, to change our, whatever the fuck we were doing. We better switch it up real quick or we're going to get our ass whooped. And so this lady who looks like my mom, sounds like my mom, says my name like her, everything. She even pulled that count to 3. She was trying to get me to go. And she's like, you got to the count to 3. And I'm leaving. You'll never see me again. I was scared the fuck out of my mind. So she counted the 1, 2, and even did the 2.5. God damn. Even did the 2.5. So she got to 3 and she threw her arms up in the air. She gave up. Fine, have a nice life was the last thing the thing said to me. I heard that bitch stomp down the stairs. I heard the fucking door at the bottom of the stairs fling open and slam shut. And I waited probably about 3 to 5 seconds and then panic set in. I was scared. What if that was my mom? I didn't know. So I freaked out. I went after it. I walked down I ran down the stairs, opened the door. And the woman and the man that ran the house, they're sitting there having their morning coffee. So it turned out it wasn't the middle of the night. I thought it was the middle of the night, but it was more like 5, 6 in the morning. Well, I scared the fuck out of them, flicking that door open and stopping down the stairs and all that. They were like, what the bitch, Jesus? And I'm like, where's my mom? Where's my mom? I'm looking. They're like, honey, your mom is upstairs. She's sleeping where you need to be. Oh Lord, I was like, no. She just came down here. You did not see her. I was so fucking confused, y'all. So I ended up having to go back upstairs because you can't just stay up downstairs without your parents. So I had to go up there and wait for her to wake up. And, I wasn't going back to sleep after that. Goddamn, no, I'm not. So that was my first experience. Mind you, I didn't know it was a doppelganger. I had no clue what the fuck that was or could have been until I was very much older. For the longest time, I was like, is that how... really? Is that how some of these children go missing? Does a fucking apparition come and look like their mommy and lure them off? What would have happened if I followed that thing? Logically, I would have just walked into the kitchen and still probably startled those people, but what if... this universe, the whole fucking, the world, the universe, there's so much we don't know for another sentient being or conscious being to manifest into a physical form and play that kind of mind trick on a child. I don't know. What else is possible? Is it possible they can open a portal and fucking slip me away into another dimension too? I don't know. But I'm gonna take this call.